So now we're going to tie one of the most famous of all the mayfly patterns, which is a Mosely May. The first thing I'm going to do is make the dubbin for this fly. So the dubbin is described as a 50-50 mix of yellow seal with a little touch of olive hair, and then a 50% mix of hare's ear or hare's mask. So I'm just going to take some of the hair and clip it off and add it to the other bits over there. And then I take the whole ball of it in my hand, I smush it up, and then I start to pull it through itself, keep folding it over, folding it over. I'm told you can do this with a coffee grinder somehow, but I haven't managed to do that yet. So with a bit of mixing, you'll end up with this sort of homogenized mixture of the three portions. So here I have a size 10 hook. Again, you need a B170 for the lighter wire or a B175, which is a slightly heavier wire. I'm going to use the black tying thread and take that down to the bend of the hook. Now the tail is a cock pheasant, and it calls for 5 to 6 fibres of the tail. So I'll cut that off, and I'm going to use the curved right to it, and I'm going to tie in a tail that's about 1.5 times or so the length of the hook, and rip off the spare bits. So the rib on this fly is a gold oval. So I'll take a portion of that and tie it in on my side. And it's just for tying purposes, but if I was tying a competition fly, I'd actually be tying it in underneath and slightly towards the far side. So we take a little bit of wax our thread, and take a pinch of our dubbin that we've just mixed up, apply it to the thread and make a dubbin rope. And I will wind that on to make our body. When the body is on, we'll take our gold rib and come up the body in 4 or 5 turns. Tie that in. Now, the traditional method of tying this is to put in an olive hackle and also a blue dun hackle and a couple of turns of pink through it, and then to do a figure of 8 wrap underneath to separate it underneath and make like a half span. So I'm going to show you how to do it a different way. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking a brown rayon and I'm going to cut off a couple of strands of that. Now, if I dry tie that on, and then double it back on itself and keep this rayon on the underside of the fly. Leave that pointing back. So like I said, 3 hackles. So we have a pink, just going to nick that off. Tie it in. And then we also want an olive. We have an olive hackle here. We also have a blue dome. I take my tines up to the front this time. Usually when you see me tie a dry hackle, I wind through itself, but that's not going to work with this because we have 3 hackles and I have a process to do with our silk underneath. So I suggest that you wrap these 2 hackles together to mix them. So take a turn, hold it in position with my left hand, take another turn, same again, take another turn, and that has brought me to the front. Now I wrap across those to hold them in position, and I turn backwards and tie them in. So if we take our hackle pliers now, attach them to our pink hackle, take 1 or 2 turns through the middle of our hackles, and now at the front, turn across it, and tie it in. So we have a mixed hackle now, 3 different colours, pink, olive and blue dome. So as I said, the traditional method would have been to have split this and then done a figure of 8, so wrapping you split your hackle, fold it down, took a wrap to the back, and then come in behind your hackle and then a wrap to the front, tied it on like that. As you can see, you have a sort of cross weave there, and you'll end up, well, you'd remove some of those fibres, but you'll end up with a sort of a half spent position. But as I said, I'm going to show you a different way to do it. So what I would do is pull that down. My device is now upside down, as you can see, and then take my 2 strands of brown floss that I put there earlier, pull those forward and wrap across them, and they have done the same job. And to neaten it, well, you can trim that off if you want, but to neaten it, just pull it back on itself again. And then finish off our head. Trim that off, spin this and trim off our brown floss. You see, by folding it back, that makes the trim a whole lot neater. there's any fibres that aren't doing what we want, we just nick them off. And now take our dubbing needle and our super glue and just glue that head like a varnish. And if you want, what you could also do, just to make that extra secure, is just to super glue that little bit of brown floss underneath. And there we have a Mosely Mayfly.